Welcome inside West Edmonton Mall. Rory McGoran alongside Theo Tutcluck as we get set for the Detroit Junior Red Wings to take on CCM Chicago. Detroit 2 games yesterday, picked up a win and a loss. They got 3 points, currently 4th in their division. Meanwhile, Chicago just 1 game yesterday, and it was a loss against the Western Select. So they're looking to get into the win column, although they did lose in overtime, so they did pick up 1 point.
CCM Chicago with a little bit more time to rest up, refuel if you will. But Detroit Junior Red Wings, a tale of 2 different games. Coming out really slow in that first game against Minnesota, losing that one quite unfortunately 10-3. But then they bounced back with the late game, coming back from a 2-1 deficit to win 4-2. Lance with 2 goals, 1 an empty netter for the Detroit Red Wings. He's leading the team in scoring with 3 points.
Well, it'll be the Detroit Red Wings and the CCM Chicago as we head now to ice level and take a look at the 2 teams as Detroit down to our broadcast left, Chicago down to our broadcast right. This game is brought to you by CVG. CVG, Canadian Valuation Group Limited, has been operating for over 30 years, maintaining a core business in property tax consultation and assessment appeals throughout Western Canada. With roots in Edmonton, CVG has had the pleasure of lowering property tax for owners and tenants alike, whether it's assisting mom-and-pop business owners or large multinational corporations. CVG's success remains rooted in their hands-on approach to valuations, providing forthright client services and ensuring engagement every step of the way. CVG is tonight's game day sponsor.
Got to take care of those property taxes. They can catch you.
As your goaltending matchup, we'll let you know starters coming up in a bit, but for Detroit, it could either be Nolan Blankish, who played the first game in that loss, stopped 19 of 29 shots, with a .655 save percentage, or Colin Ferguson, other goaltender for Detroit. And on the other side for Team Chicago, getting the start in their first game was Keegan Ritter. It was a .195 goals against average, .846 save percentage, stopping 11 of 13 shots. And the other backup, or not backup, but 1A, 1B for Chicago, because it is their second game. Wouldn't be surprised to see Evan Monahan in net getting his first start here at the Brick Invitational.
Having only played 1 game, you do want to get your other net mind a little bit wet to get him into this tournament, make that travel time all the way from Chicago and get him in that second game. We're trying to figure out whether or not number 40 for the Detroit Junior Red Wings, Blake Tanguay, is going to be dressing or if he will be wearing a different jersey. It looks like he'll be wearing the number 24. It's a little bit different of a jersey.
No, that's Brendan Martin.
Oh, it is Brendan Martin?
Yeah,
okay.
Brendan Martin's 24. Tanguay don't see quite yet, but as you mentioned, I think his jersey got misplaced in the travels.
Last night he was wearing Blankish's, the netminder's jersey in the evening affair.
Well, Blankish has his on, 31, the goaltender you see at the bottom of the screen. I'm not seeing a 40 at all on the ice, which would be Blake Tanguay. As we get set, both teams hit center ice. CCM Chicago, as they are 6th in their division, 0-1, but picking up that single point, which crucial as we get through the Brick Invitational. But a big matchup here against 2 division rivals, Detroit and Chicago. 3 points for Detroit, 1 point for Chicago. So with a win in regulation, Chicago can leapfrog their nemesis just like that in 1 game as we go down to ice level for reconciliation and tonight's national anthem.
Hello to all people of Turtle Island. As chief, I welcome you here to the Treaty 6 territory. This land has been traditional region for homeland for the Métis people of Alberta, the Inuit, and ancestral territory of the Cree, Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, and Dakota Sioux people since time immemorial. The recognition of our history on this land is an act of reconciliation, and we honor those who walk with us. Thank you, Kinanasko Now. Thank you.
Back here in West Edmonton Mall, Detroit Junior Red Wings 1-1 on the tournament are taking on CCM Chicago as there's the squid tossed back on the ice on the Detroit side.
And it stayed in one piece a little bit of a spread, but nonetheless it's one squid, not half and half. And the brave linesman there, yep, hand bombing it. He's like, what is this? What am I doing there? He's waving around good old Linkovich. There you go. The other official's like, I ain't touching a ding thing about that. That's all you, boy.
Send the younger one out.
Exactly. Got to get your feet wet in the category of picking up the squid off the ice.
I was getting a look here.
So we do have two 24s on the Junior Red Wings. Martin is wearing the normal Junior Red Wings jersey. And the other one in the black numbers, I believe, is Blake Tanguay.
Oh, you're right. So Martin 24 in
regular Red Wing attire.
Gotcha. Black 24 in the white jersey.
Blake Tanguay.
Blake Tanguay. Gotcha.
So
good eye on you.
For the scorers at home, we might see some goals, assists, and penalties. As we got two 24s out there. Two is always better than one, right, Rory?
Sure. That would have been very confusing halfway through the first period when I saw another 24 that wasn't the alternate jersey 24. And so good catch by you, Theo.
Also noticing that number 7 for CCM Chicago, not a number you normally see worn by a netminder. We've seen some interesting numbers. 22 by our good friend Henry McDonald last night. And number 7 today, Evan Monahan. Looks like he's getting the start for CCM Chicago.
So first action for Monahan as he'll get a little taste of the Brick Invitational. It was Ritter in game 1 and now Evan Monahan in game 2. And for the Detroit Junior Red Wings, it's going to be Blankish back in net. Nolan Blankish, second appearance. He started the first game for Detroit yesterday morning.
Hopefully he can get into the W column as well, as he did take that loss against Minnesota. But looking forward, good high-speed action here. Early matinee, late matinee game, I should say. Calling it just before 4 o'clock. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here on ASTV. I didn't see the official wash his hands after the squid.
Doesn't have time.
No time.
Teams come to center ice and puck is dropped and we're underway here. Detroit and Chicago. Chicago looking to get in the win column for the first time in the tournament. Detroit looking to go 2-1 here in their opening 3 games. 10 seconds in, and Chicago will bring it to the blue line, but unable to enter in cleanly as Crew Mayers, brought that one in a little early, and we'll get set up in neutral ice. On the face-off for Chicago is Chase Hutter. And Hutter comes in. Down the right, watched back by the defenseman and William Banda, and it'll ricochet off a stick all the way back out to center. Heading back for it, Eli Wild, the defenseman, wearing number 3 here for Chicago, sends it in. Back for Detroit, trying to poke it around. Jarrett Thorne getting a little support on the back check. That'll be sent out. There was Reed looking to filter it through. Lance also out there. Deskins, into the corner. Battle ensues. Brooks Ginsburg will peel it out with help now from Chase Hutter. Hutter down the left wing, has Zucchero with him. We'll throw it around the boards. Blay after it. Chips it around the forecheck. In comes Tanguay. And Tanguay will go near side up through the middle to Lee. Turned over. Tanguay trying to get it back. Martin. And evidently, Martin and Tanguay are on the same line. So 2
Let's make it more difficult, eh?
As Corbin gets a little bit of a body check in. No call, though, on Sorensen. Knocked him down. Corbin into the zone as back out comes CCM. Carried out by Matthew Cudio. Picked up, stripped at the line. Nice little looking play there by Isaac Lee as he got a poke check in, but followed up. Here's Cudio. Back to the point, a little out of the reach, and this one sent out now by Detroit. Tanguay gonna chip it wide around the defense. In comes Blake Tanguay with a shot. Rolling one back towards the corner. In goes Lee trying to poke it free. And carried out by CCM Chicago. Back the other way is Cudio. Cudio wide. He'll take a shot. This one blocked. Hit the defenseman in front of the net and Campbell. And that'll lead Vinny Morandi. 3 points in the tournament for Morandi. flying through neutral ice. Toe drag right to the net. Backhand shot. And this one steered off the goaltender in Evan Monahan. But you already see the ability there of Vinny Morandi. Keep your eye out for number 77 in Detroit.
Yeah, we saw Vinny Morandi yesterday using his body well to shield the puck and use that backhand side and then go into the net as he did there against Monahan. Monahan using the glove, flashing the leather to make the save.
Erat on the face-off. Sebastian Erat won it back. Trying to drive in there, and doing so is Erat. Puck's going to play up along the neutral side and sent all the way across. Open wing, racing back for it is Simeon. Simeon with Morandi up ahead, runs into a wall of Chicago players. They're going to try to catch an odd man rush. Man heading towards the net. Pass trying to get there, but Simeon on a back check. Good break up that play. Another opportunity. Flutters it through the blue paint. That's at the line. Douglas. Lashoff trying to twist off the attacker. Douglas will take a shot. That one wide. Rattles into the corner wall. Crew Mayers trying to keep it in for Chicago. Gets support from the blue line. Sent back in. Lashoff near side. Another one towards the net. Deflected in front and up and wide. Vinny Morandi will scoop it up. Unable to sidestep his man. Got knocked off the puck back into the corner. Morandi gives him a bump. Turnover. Good shift here by Chicago. Back towards the wall, but Chicago will play it all the way up. Slap shot. That one had some velo on it. Hit a body. Never made its way to the net. Mayer into the corner. Is Detroit having troubles getting out of their own zone? Is Huringa. Far side. This one will be secured by the defenseman in Jimmy Cotter. And now I believe, are we getting a penalty called? I think too many men. Is that the call coming up for Detroit?
It looked like there was 9 sets of legs. One was on the bench. The other 4 were sitting there. And yes, I think the puck did pluck one of the junior Red Wings as it was heading off the ice. So we do see the official with the number 6, 5-1, rotating the hand. We're going to get a too many men bench minor. Our first power play for the CCM Chicago team. We didn't have one last game, but CCM Chicago will have a first look at their power play. The power play brought to you by Kachuk Advisory Group at Scotia Wealth Management. So a difficult one when you have these young players going for a change and being called off the ice to also pay attention to that puck. It's one of those things that as an opposing player, you throw the puck there thinking that the official will call it too many men because technically that's what it is.
Back up top for Douglas. He'll go across. D to D. Turning the favor was Kenneth Kim. Far side. Shot coming. This one through the paint and Blankish. Got a little lucky no one was on the back door there for a tap-in. Here goes short-handed in Lance, but he was tripped up nicely by Kim. And back come the defenseman. Douglas, high-rising shot, and that one up and out of play. A couple unsuspecting fans there, too. I think one looking, staring at his phone, almost wore that one, but it did miss, and he's okay.
He is okay. Thankfully, it missed him 2 feet to the left, and the other fans didn't even move. Like, they didn't even, like, shudder. They just went right into the mesh that's actually protecting the non-fans, the shoppers here at the West Edmonton Mall. We're at the Mayfield Toyota Ice Palace.
Face-off, pushed back by Detroit. Banda's going to knock his man down, try to secure the puck 1-on-3. Banda, big-bodied defenseman. Now taken away from him at the line, sent back down the wall. That one by Ginsberg. Ginsberg rolling puck, gets it back, sweeps it down low. Hopped over the stick, now scooped up. Chicago, sharp angle, and that one didn't miss by much. Back in from the line, pinching nicely is Michael Anderson. Another backdoor play. Great power play here. Rebound chance. Banging away at it was Jad Halat. He's got a goal. He had the lone goal, actually, Chicago scored in their loss in overtime to the Selects. Back into the corner. Now up top, Anderson's going to hop over his stick. Is he going to hold it in? Yes, he does. Great play by Anderson to hustle back and keep the play in. 40 seconds left on the power play. As Chicago will work it down in the half wall. Leave it down low. Looking to get towards it is Halat. Up top, Anderson shoots and Blankish. The glove save. Able to slow things down for his penalty killers and get some fresh 4 on the ice. 0-0 the score, 7:05 remaining in the period.
Chicago doing a good job there, getting the puck, moving it around, allowing each player to touch it. And a good shot there from the point. But equal to the test was Blankish with the mitt. He makes the save and keeps it a 0-0 game.
Face off. Pushed back to the wall. Lashoff will now come up for Douglas. Back for Lashoff on the Haas wall. He'll take a shot. Flutters a little bit wide. Pinching in from the far side there is Kenny Kim. Kim trying to hold it in. One opportunity, does. Second one, does it again. Back up the boards, into the slot. Rolls it to the side of the net. And this one, great defensive play coming from Drew Corbin. And that will allow Lee to find the puck and send it all the way down. Tanguay in the mix, shorthanded. Got end of the penalty now. Out of the box comes Vinny Morandi, serving that too many men. Back to 5-on-5. Detroit 1-for-1 on the kill. Lee's in the mix, so is Tanguay. And now will be carried back out by Chicago onto the far side. Trying to stretch it in, turned back around by Blay. And this one it's at the blue line is offside. Is eager to get a scoring opportunity. Was Jack Taylor, but we're going to neutral zone faceoff here outside of Detroit's end.
6:14 left here in the first period. One shot on that power play, 2 so far for Chicago, and just 1 on the board for the Junior Red Wings. Not too much offense just yet, but they're still skating hard here.
Long shot coming from the point. That one settled down by Blankish. And then a little bit of a poke at the goaltender after, making sure he had secure possession.
A little difficult on that shot. That shot was kind of coming down right in front of him, and it could have bounced either way, but he was able to carry it and hold it against the pad for the faceoff.
6:07 remaining. 3-1, the shots on goal favoring Chicago. As it's one back by the centerman in Sebastian Erat. Fired along the wall. Nice job holding that one. A bouncing one. Tough to handle. I believe it was Ryder Lashoff. This one down into the corner. Sorry, it was Jimmy Cotter, the defenseman. Now Cotter back in on it. Round into the corner. Trying to race after was Anderson. All twisted up, tied up. Blay, I believe, is in the mix. Body goes down, falls on the puck. Chicago just eating it up along the wards. And now finally it'll be moved. Erat. Up top, here's Morandi. Pardon me, Huringa. Huringa wide down the right wing. He's got Blay heading towards the net. Huringa wide. The trailer in front. Erat banging away at the loose puck. And a big save there by Evan Monahan. Haven't had to say his name too much in the opening 6.5 minutes of the game, but second shot on net there for Detroit.
Seeing both teams crash the net while the puck is still loose in front of the netminder. And, of course, the remaining players on the ice coming to the side of their goaltender to make sure no extra pokes are being given to the netminder after the whistle.
Shot coming from William Banda, and another one into the crest as Monahan gets tested a few times.
Yeah, Blake Reed with that last shot. Monahan staying on top of the puck, staying and keeping his angle proper, facing it square on, take it in the crest. Face off to the right.
So on the draw is Colton Lance. You mentioned he's got a few points in this tournament already. 2 goals, 1 assist for Colton Lance, 3 points. Tied with Vinny Morandi for the team lead. Another shot, this one though, off a stick and up and out of play.
Yeah, Lance was able to grab that loose puck inside the circle, and he had a full, quick lane facing Monahan, just put it a little too high, up and out of play. The Souvenirs here at West Edmonton Mall are being thrown back, not being kept.
5:09 left. No kids are keeping the pucks. Find that hard to believe. In towards center. He knocked back around the blue line where Chicago will clear the zone, and back out comes Crew Mayers. Mayers, high wrister over the net, but it bounces off the back wall and dangerously nearly kicked into the net by Blankish himself. Now securing it is Lashoff. He'll send it in. Back in for Banda, steering it around D to D, trying to hit his defensive partner. Or manning defense was Jarrett Thorne. Now Lance played it up for Reed. Deskins to Reed, bouncing puck, stripped off the puck, stripped off the stick of Lashoff by Reed. Deskins getting involved. Reed now off of his stick onto the stick of Lance. Lance will head wide. Lance taking it into the corner. A little bit of a stumble there. Now all the attention in towards a scrum, 3 for each side. Trying to dig it free is Reed. You got Deskins waiting outside of it. Lance will find it, fire it around the near side wall. Corbin sends it back down low. 4 minutes left here in the opening period between Detroit and Chicago on ASTV at the Brick Invitational.
An original 6 matchup. We had one of those yesterday between Boston and Toronto. and Boston, and now we have one between Detroit and Chicago.
Sent into the corner. I think we had Montreal and Boston at one point, too.
Montreal, that's right.
It's back into the corner. Working at it is Tanguay, I believe, in that dark number 24. In there as well as Martin in the red number 24. Up top to Corbin. He worked into the corner, now sent around the boards. Tanguay in a race for it. Going to try to meet him is Jad Halat. Helping out is Lee. Lee will pinch it up against the corner wall, and now Chicago will send it all the way down the ice. It's not going to be icing, though, waved off by the referee. And all the way back goes Blay. Blay, stick check, threw it up the wall, hit the referee's leg. Looking to find it at the point. Long distance exchange, and that one stopped by Blankish. Tough one, too. He had a screen in front. Trying to get after in the corner is Cudio. Cudio to Wild. Wild now at the blue line. Can't hold the zone. It's dragged back out by Corbin. Picked up by Lee. Lee down the right wing. Got forced off the puck. Back comes Chicago. In across center. Here's Cudio. Cudio wide. Player dive, and that's an easy call for the referee as Martin gets the trip. And it's going to be a power play coming up for CCM Chicago.
Yeah, Cudio using his speed to go to the far ice. And Martin, the real Martin, decided to unfortunately use his stick at parallel length to the ice. And they're going to call it a trip. They could have called it a hook. But going back to the last save by Blankish, great job moving that rebound to the corner because there was two Chicago players waiting for right on the doorstep to put that puck in the net. This will be the second power play for the CCM Chicago.
0 for 1 on the power play so far for Chicago. Down the wing, now forced back towards the wall. Detroit to the line, not out. Second opportunity, Erat's going to walk this one out. Right through Main Street. He's got Hiringa with him. Trying to be turned around was Chase Hutter. Now Hutter takes into the zone, but just on the near side. Offside will be Dean Zuccaro. Dean Zuccaro is in ahead of the play. Hutter will head for a line change. It's Anderson, Zuccaro, Cudio, along with Skinner. And on the point, Kenny Kim. Back up for Cudio. Cudio across, almost had Skinner. Just had to go back and get it a little behind him. Skinner takes a look. Nice little feed up top for Anderson. He'll take a look and drag. Rebound chance at the side of the net. They score! A power play goal for CCM Chicago. And it's Dean Zuccaro. Makes it 1-0 here for Chicago.
Anderson with the shot from the point. Unable to control that rebound was Blankish. He kicks it right to the far side, far goal post. And there is number 97, Dean Zuccaro, who's able to mop it up and throw it in the back of the net, making it a 1-0 game. 1 for 2 on the power play are the CCM Chicago team. Great job getting our first score of the game.
1:57 left here in this first period. 6-2. The shots on goal for Chicago, and the latest one, you mentioned it, Dean Zuccaro. Gonna knock it home. Michael Anderson will definitely pick up assist. How about the pass coming out from him in the corner as well?
Oh, it was beautiful. They came through the center ice and brought it right across. Wide open was Anderson. He'll take a couple steps in and get that shot clearly on net.
Now back for Chicago. Thorne's going to come after it on the back check. Trying to get that step on was Crew Mayers. As we're getting the in-house announcement now, and Dean Zuccaro, first goal of the tournament. Michael Anderson, the primary assist. And it was Matthew Cudio with that pass up for Anderson into the corner. So it's Zuccaro from Anderson and Cudio, and 1-0. Chicago leads with a minute, 10 seconds now remaining in the first period. Chicago looking for their first win of the tournament. As Erat will scoop up a loose puck. He's got Reed to his right. Erat fires this one across. The glove side missed the net. Reed will dig it out of the corner. Erat going after it. Scooped off his stick by Skinner. Now secured by the defense of Chicago and whipped up ice. 50 seconds left. It'll bounce onto the stick here of Thorne. Got a little high stick involved, trying to dump it on Sorensen. It'll be scooped up by Ginsberg, and Ginsberg can't enter the zone. Flip back the other way. Erat, does he have a step? He's got Morandi with him. Erat wide. Morandi to the net. Shoots. Blocker save. Big one there for Monahan. Seam has Only been tested 3 times and none more aggressive than that one on the shot coming by the Detroit Junior Red Wings.
That was a great scoring opportunity for Erad as he had Morandi kind of playing interference a little bit on that defender. A little nonchalant, we won't call that one.
That's a perfectly executed pick play on your way to the far post.
You see a lot of that in the professional hockey, more so called than not, but I guess you could say in Morandi's defense, he was going to the far post.
That wasn't interference, he was just going to the far
post. Let's just say he was going to the far post.
100% not interference. Back in for Tanguay, in across the line. Catches an edge, but does his job to get the puck down low. Final seconds now. Maybe one last rush up the ice for Chicago. Here goes Cudio, and he can fly. 8 seconds left. Cudio wide around Blade. Cudio backhand shot. Stopped by Blankish. Back around the net. Another opportunity. Can they get it out in front? And the final seconds here will expire in the first period. And great little drive up the ice. We've seen that a few times from Matthew Cudio.
Yeah, Matthew Cudio showing his wheels, drawing a penalty to get the power play, the second one that they finally did score on. 1 for 2, the power play for CCM Chicago. They're leading 6-2 in the shots as well. Much busier was Blankish as opposed to Monahan. Let's go and look at the first goal here on the power play, as it was Cudio making the pass right across to Anderson. Great pass. Getting the shot on Blankish, unable to control that rebound. And there is number 97, Dean Zuccaro, scoring his first of the tournament. 1 for 2, like we said, on the power play. Great job mopping it up and giving his team a 1-0 lead. Something they did a little bit of in game 1 against the Western Selects. But let's see if they can hold the lead here after 1 into 2.
Well, another 12-minute period coming up in the middle frame, and third period's 15 minutes, but right now CCM Chicago. We mentioned they came into this game with 1 point, an overtime loss to the Western Selects. Detroit came into this game with 3 points. They have a regulation win and a regulation loss. Both of them in the same division, of course.
Yeah, I mean, these points are crucial if you want to make it to the next level for that championship series when it comes later on in the week. And these 3 points can prove inconsequential if you can collect them.
Only the top 3 teams make it into the playoffs. The first will get a bye, and 2 and 3 will play each other. So not a lot of room for error here at the Brick Invitational. Trying to squeeze into the top 3 of your division. Teams now will come to center ice. It's 1-0 for Chicago. They switch sides. It's Lee up against Chase Hunter. Face-off won by Lee. Played back to the point to Corbin. Corbin wide. Martin now got stepped up to by the blue liner. And back in. He's got the goal. It's Zuccaro. What a move. Getting into the slot. A backhand shot. Blankish the save. Rebound and another save by Blankish. And Zuccaro with a beautiful toe drag getting into the slot. Scoring opportunity. And the house door was shut by Blankish.
As Zuccaro was able to move across the ice there, given that free lane, got that first shot on net, but then Blankish was able to stop the second and get a puck, get a stoppage there and play. Just 14 seconds into this second frame, we're all getting our first scoring chance of the second.
7th shot on net for Chicago. Since battle into the corner, Detroit will work this one outside the zone, down the right wing, at center ice, snaps it in. Will roll around the net, scooped up by Kenny Kim, and now played out. Coming the other way, Brooks Ginsburg. Ginsburg in with a wrist shot. Good looking one too, but in the glove of Blankish. And he'll hold it.
Yeah, Blankish able to use that mitt a little bit better there. He's more controlled with the save, holding on to that rebound as opposed to letting it drop in front of him and having a second chance opportunity for CCM Chicago.
Erat looks like back on the draw for Detroit. Jack Taylor that was for CCM. This one shot towards the net, went wide, rattled off the back glass. Simeon's in after it. Simeon tied up by Mayers. That'll strip the puck free. In for an opportunity, stopped by Blankish as he gets down on Jack Taylor and makes the save.
Jack Taylor, first time we mentioned his name this afternoon. Great shot there. Looking for the 5-hole on Blankish, but he's able to close it up and get the stoppage there. Great to see some of the fans here shopping on a beautiful Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, I should say. It's a little rainy outside. Keeping dry inside the West Edmonton Mall.
Taylor still on the draw, won back by Erat. Fought back to the corner by Banda. Poked up the wall, Heeringa trying to slide it back out to Erat at center. Now it's sent by Kim. Good hand-eye there by Hearing. Got to knock it down. Lashoff will slide it back into Detroit zone. Quickly played. Back out was Jarrett Thorne. Now hard along the near side wall. Taylor loses it to Banda. Quick pass up for Hiringa. Morandi and Erat now on to the attacking zone. Quickly slid back out though. As Thorne going to take away to the races. Here goes Jared Thorne with a wrist shot towards the blocker side. Defenseman jumping up into the rush. Behind the net for Chicago. Sam Douglas. He'll sidestep the forechecker. Get to line. Not out though. Morandi. Great job holding that in. Martin looks up top. Doesn't go. Wraps it back down low. Detroit getting a partial line change in. Got to be worried about too many men again. Almost happened. As on to the ice comes Tanguay. In for Lee. Lee will take it wide. Dust a backhand towards the net. That went wide and allowed Chicago to get it back out to center. Chicago trying to get a partial line change in as well. Onto the ice came on Simon Sorensen. And Jed Halat in. As Tanguay ran into Sorensen. Tangay's going to move it across. Lee wide. Chance. Shot. Stopped. Rebound as they're crashing the net. Down is Monahan, and he keeps the puck out. A big save. Blay from the point. Lays one wide into the corner. Martin will secure it. Looking for a read. Has now 2 jerseys on him for Chicago. They'll win it and take it all the way out back to center ice. 9:20 left in the second. Going to fire it up to Halat. He'll shot missed. Watched by Blay. Halat around the net. Lee going to put his attention on him as well. In front, Cudio. Can he get a whack? And no, it ends up back bouncing off a body and into the corner zone. All the way up to the line. Sent in high, riding along the glass. Now settles down behind. Secured by Blay. Tapped out through Tanguay. Lee back checking his Cudio. Been impressed with him so far. Now he will go to the attacking zone. Trying to split the D. Nothing happening there. Poke checked off the puck. Into the corner. After it goes Crew Mayers. Cudio helping out. And all the way back outside into their own zone goes Chicago to check up.
8:37 here left in the second. Great scoring chance by the 224s out there. Tanguay, Lee, and Martin just unable to beat Monahan in the blue paint.
Stretch pass almost would have been a chance for Detroit, but all their players head off for a line change as one of the defensemen for Chicago blew a tire. He got back up, though, over to Skinner. His slap pass, trying to get it up ahead to Dean Zaccaro. Has the lone goal in the game so far, does Zaccaro. And it'll be icing here against Chicago. 8:09 left, 9-3, the shots on goal favoring CCM.
It's been a pretty even second period thus far. Chicago's done a really good job hemming in a lot of the pucks in the Detroit zone, but having that said, the best scoring opportunity was between Martin, Lee, and Tanguay. Having the puck loose in the blue paint, just could not bang it past Monahan in their last shift.
On to the faceoff, one back by Detroit. Spinning that one around into his own zone is Bennett Campbell. Running into the attacking zone, I should say. Big collision in the corner. A couple Detroit players and one Chicago. They'll separate as the play breaks back out through neutral ice. Hunter sends it in, and you're going to call it a glove pass. Oh, no, it caught one of the gloves hanging over the bench on the Chicago team. So we're going to face off, and they'll move it outside the zone.
Outside the zone. And one thing to remind everybody back home, there isn't a netting that protects the fans from the glass. It's not up against the glass. It's actually supposed to be protecting the shoppers in the mall. And it's we haven't had a lot of pucks hit us, thankfully.
No, nothing
but it
yet.
is early.
You probably just jinxed it by saying that, though.
Well, we have good
reflexes.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Rolling puck. Sent back out. Mayers now. Looking to go one-on-one with Simeon. Mayers drag. Stopped by Blankish. Has he got the puck? No, it's loose, but whistle comes as bodies crashed in front of the net of Blankish. And now a little more pushing and shoving going on between the two American rivals.
They're gathering real close on the rebounds on both teams. And the puck was just lost by the official, just lost sight of it. But yes, the after whistle stuff could maybe reach a level that the official does have to make a call and kind of set the tone again.
7:30 left in the second period, 1-0 for Chicago. The 33rd annual Brick Invitational. Erad on the draw. Looks like it's Taylor. Yes, it is for Chicago. referees sorting things out along Chicago benches. They did take 2 players to the penalty box, so coincidental minors. I think they're deciding if it's 5-on-5 or 4-on-4.
We'll see if that settles down the after whistle skirmishes in front of the net.
Well, they're still trying to sort it out. I think they're saying, is he signaling 4-on-4? So they're going to have to take one guy off the ice for each side.
Is that something they do in Alberta minor hockey for coincidentals?
Right now, both sides have 5 on the ice. One on the board now. He does get pushed up. One penalty is a 4-minute penalty. The other is a 2-minute. So for Detroit, it is Andrew Deskins who actually is getting a double minor. And then on the board for Chicago is Ryder Lashoff, who just got a minor. So this should be a 2-minute power play for CCM Chicago.
Yeah, I did not see who happened to make the last call. Maybe the last person that made the mistake there is getting the 4 minutes from Detroit. However, they're trying to sort it all out, the officials and the coaches there on the benches.
So now Detroit does send someone to the bench. It'll be Hiringa heading off. And it should be a 5-on-4 power play. Or they're going to go 4-on-4 for the first 2 minutes of it, and then I'm guessing that Chicago will get a power play afterwards. That's a little, I've never seen that structure happen before, but again, it might be just part of the Alberta minor hockey rules that is how it's done. That's the rules they're following here in the tournament. So we have 4-on-4 here for what we believe will be 1 minute and 50 seconds. Then, of course, there'll need to be a whistle. There's a bouncing one thrown back towards the ice. A whistle to get another player out of the box or back on the ice, and then to 5-on-4.
Or do they just let someone in off the ice in 2 minutes?
Yeah, they could.
On the fly. Oh, here we go.
Short-handed break. Erat. Sebastian Erat in, and a chance. Rolled it wide. Morandi. Now Detroit wants a call on that. Hit back behind the net on Erat. Fans wanted to. They didn't get one. Erat into the corner. He'll head off for a line change. Morandi's the lone forechecker. Banda at the point. Banda trying to keep it in the zone here for Detroit. He does. Morandi will pick it up now. Nice little move getting around Taylor. Morandi in right towards the net. Morandi and overskates it now as it kicked back behind the net. Lee. It was a butt-ending call on Deskins, which warranted the 4 minutes. So we have 44 seconds now of 4-on-4. As off the wall, into the slot, up top. Banda wanted to go, and that one fanned on. So he had it earmarked for the glove side. Now Mayers, centering pass, chipped up and over the defense by Taylor. Taylor after it, down the wall, watched by Thorne. Thorne got the stick under the feet. Chicago wanted a penalty on that one, didn't get one. So 5:48 left here in the second period. 1-0 for CCM Chicago. Off the boards, out in front, a chance, backdoor shot, this one scores! Snuck through Blankish, and it's Chase Hutter with his first goal of the tournament. Doubles the lead for Chicago, 2-0.
We talk about how these young players are learning how to use the puck and using how they'll use the white space to put the puck where their teammate will get it, and that's exactly what Hutter did. Hutter skated to the loose open space on the back post. His teammate finds him with the pass. Hutter is able to sneak it by Blankish to score his first of the tournament, make it a 2-0 game for CCM Chicago. Did you call that a power play goal?
No, it'd be 4-on-4. Even strength goal. In 10 seconds, we'll find out. I believe Chicago will be going to the power play here. Something's fallen over the ice surface. Looks like a drink. Hand it back to the fan.
Interesting.
Someone lost his iced tea. Oh, and I'm sure there's a straw
that
went up with it.
There you go. The squid didn't come with a straw at the beginning of the game.
No straw with the squid. Maybe a fork. So 4-on-4 here for another 10 seconds. 5:40 left in the second period. 2-0 for Chicago. Trying to leapfrog Detroit with a regulation win. They'd go up to 4 points through their 2 games. A regulation win and a shootout loss. Back for Hutter. Hutter wide, but offside on the far. There is Zuccaro once again, and some more pushing and shoving going on. This time it's Hutter and Blake Reed. A couple of shoves.
And now we are returning to 5-on-4 hockey as we finish the first 2 minutes. So now Chicago will have a power play for the next 1:59 or less.
Third power play of the game for Chicago. They're 1 for 2 so far early in the game, and right off the draw, Detroit all the way down. Power play brought to you by Kachuk Advisory Group and Scotia Wealth Management. That carrying out. Kachuk Advisory Group and Scotia Wealth Management share passion for our community. We believe wealth is about more than just money. The far side breaking out on the power play is CCM Chicago. Here comes Cudio. A strong game already for him, picking up 1 point on the assist on the first goal by Zuccaro. Detroit, though, not letting him in. Sent it all the way back down the ice. Ginsberg after it. Near side pass to Zuccaro. He'll bring it back in. Zuccaro, nice little move into the high slot. Wanted to drop it for Cudio. And rolled it wide, back towards the wall. Forced there by Detroit Killers. Minute 8 seconds left on the power play. 4:30 left here in the second period. Taking it along the near side, Cudio. Shakes off Reed. Cudio down low. Working it back out was Hutter. Cudio up top. Ginsberg fanned on it. Back for Cudio, getting it back, side of the circle, shot wide. A couple Detroit players collided with each other. 40 seconds left on the power play. Off the wall, Zuccaro gets a little tripped up, rebound chance, Blankish down, scores! It's Cudio, I believe, or else second of the game for Zuccaro, but it's a second power play goal here for Chicago, and they lead 3-0.
3-0 is the score. 2 for 3 on the power play. It looked like Cudio was going to get that puck and put it behind Blankish. We'll see who gets the mark. If it's not Cudio, it should be number 97, Dean Zuccaro, with his second of the afternoon. Just unable to get that loose puck to the sidewall was the Junior Red Wings, and they've dug themselves a little bit of a hole here in the second period.
Cudio will definitely pick up another point at least. If he didn't get the final touch on it, set up that, and then got to the front of net. 4:04 left in the second period. Shots on goal 13-4, favoring CCM Chicago. And back now wanting more is Cotter. And offside, though, a little ahead of the play is Halat.
Little too on edge. You needed to slow down just a little bit, but we're waiting for the official scoring call on the third one for CCM Chicago. Sorensen's going to take the face-off here against Erat.
It's one back by Erat. Thorne off the far side boards, turned back around. Thorne battling in towards the mix by Jat Halad. Chicago would have been offside, so it is going to, well, they said 87. He wasn't on the ice. It was Dean Zuccaro, if anything. They're saying Sam Douglas got the goal. I don't think the defenseman was in towards the front of the net.
I agree with you, Mr. McGoran. I think it was 97 that got the goal.
But nonetheless, they're giving it to Sam Douglas, assisted by Chase Hutter and Dean Zuccaro on that goal, the third one here by Chicago. Now a chance for Cotter. He'll clear the zone, up for Cudio. Probably that's Halat. It hops over his stick and sweep back in by Chicago. 3 minutes left here in the second period. In towards the corners, Hearing. We'll have to get a look at the replay of the third goal, see if we can see. Maybe it was 87 trying to join his forwards on the power play and net front presence. Up top, working it in is Taylor. Now knocked off the puck nicely. Back the other way. That was Lance. Stretch pass for Deskins. In comes Lashoff. Lashoff overskated it, got it back, threw it off a shin pad, picked up. Here's Kenny Kim, long distance wrister into the glove of Blankish. And he'll hold it for a whistle.
Long distance shot there by Kenny Kim. You'll notice that some of these players have the strength to shoot from the blue line, and they have that lobbing wrist shot, but then you see other players that have the cannons ready to be unleashed, and boom, there it goes.
Taylor on the faceoff. He'll win it back with help at the blue line. Forced out is Chicago. Deskins has Reed with him. Reed will see it, lay it back on net. of Evan Monahan. Knocks into the corner. Just the 5th shot on net that Monahan seen. Back towards the near side. Chicago will look to break this one up the boards. Stretched it back into the middle. Now Lashoff steps aside Martin. Lashoff back the other way. Moving it down the wall. Watched by Lee. Lashoff shot bounced off the pad there of Blankish. Right back towards the points. Detroit looking to clear. Deskin's in the mix. He strips the puck. Leads up ice for Lance. Lance now 2 goals in this tournament already. Takes a shot but fans on it. Following it back up. Another turnover here as Ginsberg will go up ice and Mayers taps it. Up for Cudio. Cudio dips wide around play. 1.5 minutes left in the second period. Cudio trying to shake it towards the front of the net. Does shot, scores! Crew Mayers with the 4th goal of the game for Chicago. Cudio set him up, and it's 4-0.
They exchanged the play at the beginning of the blue line there as Cudio was able to use his speed and take it wide, go around the net. The assignment was lost in the front as both Red Wing players focused on Cudio, leaving the goal scorer, Crew Mayers, wide open, putting it over the glove, making it 4-0 for CCM Chicago.
First goal of the tournament for Mayers. Cudio picks up another point. There we got a 4-0 lead, 15-5 shots on goal. 1:28 left in the second period. Back around wide, trying to drag this one in for Detroit is Bennett Campbell. Doing so, now he gets squeezed off along the boards. Got tripped down as well, didn't get a call. Back for Zuccaro. Good little jump by Simeon, but even better one coming in now. Chicago shoots, stopped by Blankish. Big save there as he robbed Hutter. Well, actually getting credit. And giving the goal credit to Cudio. It was Mayers, assisted by Cudio. But nonetheless, those are your only point totals. If it's a goal and an assist, they'll just switch them around. No secondary assist to be had. 40 seconds left in the second period. Thought that one was pretty easy to tell on the near side. That
I agree with
Mayers,
you there, Roy, yeah.
It's all right. Cudio created it. Now he's creating more. Shot up off the iron and up and over the net. Cudio's been having an outstanding game. A couple points already. Back comes Martin. Trying to go outside and in around. Looking for Tangate. Defenseman back was Kim. Sent back into an open wing. Kim after it. Slap shot and pushed by Tangate. Now following into the corner. Banda. Zuccaro takes down a man. And into the zone. Last second shot opportunity. That one was Martin. Went wide. And we got a stoppage of play here as the time runs off in the second period. 16-15 the shots on goal. 4-0. Chicago leads Detroit.
Just one shot on net for Detroit Junior Red Wings there through the second period. Mr. Monahan, Evan Monahan, number 7, wasn't busy at all in that period, but certainly to the test was the Detroit Junior Red Wings assignments defensively, and the CCM Chicago squad was able to put up a 4-spot through 2 after 24 minutes.
16-5 shots on goal, 4-0 for Chicago. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a little scoring summary and recap of all the goals and all the points, and then third period puck drop next here at the Brick Invitational on AS.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment. At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound. Welcome to Pilot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
Welcome back inside West Edmonton Mall. Rory McGoran alongside Theo Tuktaluk as we get set for third period of play between CCM Chicago and the Detroit Junior Red Wings. It's a 4-0 lead started off by Chicago, and it was dropped into the net in the first period. As we get a look at your highlight reels leading up to a 4-0 Chicago, it was Dean Zuccaro who got the goal scoring started in the first. Michael Anderson and Matthew Cudio on the power play. See the shot there by Anderson and popped back in by Dean Zuccaro.
Absolutely good goal there. Good rebounded goal, getting CCM Chicago on the board, 1-0. That was the only goal, I believe, in the first period.
Yeah, teams would head to the dressing room. Well, not technically because there's no flood in between the first and second, but mentally head to the dressing room, come back out in the second period. And at the 5:40 mark remaining in the second, it was Chase Hutter assisted by Jack Taylor.
Here we have Hutter moving towards, calling for the puck. And he waits and he waits and finally gets Jake to cut across the ice, and he beats the netminder Blankers to the short side, making it 2-0.
Chase Hutter getting credit for that goal. CCM wasn't done there. A power play marker again, the second one of the game with 4:04 remaining, so there's 1 minute and 36 seconds. Sam Douglas is getting credit for this. We tend to think it was Dean Zuccaro, but let's get another look. Working down low. And coming in. Well, you do. 87 is on the ice, so I think the officials got it right. My apologies. Shot coming in there from Cudio. And the defenseman, yes, it was Douglas, the goal.
So the 87 crisscrossed with the 97, and we saw only the 97. And 87, Douglas does get the correct credit for the goal, so good work for the officials. He probably had some help from the CCM Chicago players asking him who scored, and we didn't have that advantage. But nonetheless, 3-0 for Chicago.
That was the second power play of the game. Sam Douglas, assisted by Chase Hutter and Dean Zuccaro. And the final one with 1 minute and 29 remaining in the second period, Matthew Cudio getting credit as Mayers heads towards the net. Cudio back behind the net. He swings it in front. And yeah, it's definitely Mayers who scores the goal. You get there on the rebound. But it is getting credit for Matthew Cudio. Crew Mayers is getting the assist. Nonetheless, they both get a point. It just should be switched.
We'll flip-flop them as Mayers and Cudio made a split-second pass at the blue line to allow Cudio to go around. And Mayers waited unmatched, unmarked in front of the net to make it 4-0 for CCM Chicago. 16-5 are our shots as we begin the third period. We would like to thank our game day sponsor, CWG Financial.
CVG.
CVG, my apologies, CVG.
Half of a W.
Half of a W, yeah.
CVG is this game's sponsor. You know, whether it's assisting mom and pop business owners or large multinational corporations, CVG's success remains rooted in the hands-on approach to valuations, providing forthright client services, and ensuring engagement every step of the way. CGV. Detroit Junior Red Wings will hit the ice. It's goaltender down to our left.
Blankish will be still between the pipes.
Nolan Blankish, 4 goals allowed on 16 shots. Down on the other side, his first action here in the tournament is Evan Monahan, has stopped all 5 shots faced of Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit has played a really good two-way game, not only just playing offensively, but allowing less shots against Nolan and doing a really good job. Evan Monahan doing a really good job clearing the loose pucks, and Evan really hasn't been that tested, but at the same time, with every rebound he has had to be giving up, he has made sure that no Detroit player has had a second chance.
15 minutes remain here in regulation. A 4-0 Chicago lead over Detroit. Sorensen will come to center ice, as will Lance for Detroit. Lance wins it back. Banda trying to jam it in the attacking zone. It's turned back around. He gets a little help from his defensive partner in Thorne. Back in for Lance. Couple players heading towards the net. Lance trying to send it wide. Around the boards. Is now Banda at center ice. Will drive it back into Chicago territory. Banda again, but this one up and out of play into the bench. And 24 seconds into the period, we'll get a stoppage of play. Face-off coming outside of the Chicago end.
Yeah, Detroit has to do a little better job getting into the zone, getting below the circles like they did in last night's game against the Western Selects, and get some scoring opportunities on Evan Monahan. He just hasn't been tested enough, as we see Lee, Martin, and Tanguay leading here for the Red Wings.
Back out through center. Sent away by Corbin. Tanguay pokes the pocket. Here gets Martin now walking into the zone. Backhand towards the front of the net. Steered away. Lee following. Tanguay as well. Sent back into the corner wall. Jack Taylor will rim it around the boards. He'll end up at the point. Blay with a blast to this one into the corner wall. Trying to drive it back out for Chicago. Jimmy Cotter. Forced back in by Martin of Detroit. Cotter back in position. And now out for Lashoff. As trying to thread the needle there for Taylor. A little too far. Lee will go back around. Lashoff at center ice. Stepped up into by Blay. Near side. Bringing it in is Martin. He'll wrap it around the boards and around the net of Monahan. Minute and 13 seconds. Evaporated off the board here in the third period. 4-0 for Chicago. Looking for their first victory in the tournament. As now in came Martin. Martin slides it back behind the net. Hiringa after it. Lashoff trying to get towards it. Defenseman also in the play, and Jimmy Cotter. In comes Mayers to help. Battle ensues. Cudio's there. Mayers there. Digging at it. Still no puck movement. Referee getting close to putting the whistle to the lips, but finally we got some movement outside the zone. Chance now. Zuccaro gonna go wide. He's got 2 points in this game, does Zuccaro. Cudio as well with 2 points. Cudio in, shoots it up, and over the net, over the railing, and out of play.
The Shoppers are flinching, but the Dads are trying to catch the puck, but nonetheless, they'll get the return of the puck back to the official. And we'll see a face-off to the left of the young netminder for the Junior Red Wings. And Nolan Blankish is still in the net. 13:05 left here in the third. Still 4-0 for CCM Chicago.
Face-off. Batted back towards the corner wall. Steered now around. That's Jared Thorne. Up the boards. Hiringa calling for it was Erat. Bounced over his stick. Trying to slide it inside and out. The defenseman around the checking Erat. Back down around the net. Erat tied up. Trying to strip it free. Ginsberg got knocked down. Erat now gets knocked down. Ginsberg kind of falls on top of him as well. Erat's been bumped a couple times in this game. Physical affair for him, and now a penalty is coming up. It's going to the CCM Chicago, and Detroit going to the power play. This will be their first power play of the game.
This might be exactly what the Junior Red Wings need, a 5-on-4 opportunity as we see CCM Chicago's number 23, Brooks Ginsberg, being taken off the ice for 2 minutes or less. A little too much body contact there in the far corner, Rory. Just had enough of it, said, Kate, let's just move some bodies around. Just can't do that here as we are still following Alberta Minor Hockey Association rules.
Playing it all the way back. Now across is Thorne. Thorne calling for it. Shoots this one right through everyone. A C9 shot. And steered away. Tough save for Monahan, but made it and kicked it into the corner. Back for it. Thorne. Slipped under the stick of Corbin. Corbin going to find it. Lance now on it. Slide it back out. Deskins. We'll go near side. Back out in front. Reed trying to lay it in front of the net. No one home for Detroit. At the line. Across. Thorne. Back down low. Reed now has a body pushed up against him. This power play brought to you by Kachuk Advisory Group at Scotia Wealth Management. Back out through center. Shaking it in is Skinner. He'll take a shot. It's wide. Blocked. And back for Detroit. 3-on-2. Coming on the power play. 1 minute gone on the power play. Now back the other way was Cudio trying to break it out of the zone. But pardon me, it was Jad Halat.
And we're going to see another penalty. A 5-on-3 now. Boy. As they do call the bench minor.
Too many men.
Just as the player was leaving the ice surface, it was touched by the Chicago player to advance the play. And now we're also going to see a timeout by the Junior Red Wings, seeing the advantage here, a 5-on-3 for the next 58 seconds, so almost a minute, Rory. Lots of ice, trying to drop a play to break that goose egg is the Red Wings.
One of the coaches there, Martin Erat, drawing up the play on the whiteboard for the Detroit Junior Red Wings.
Several hundred games behind that bench for the Red Wings.
Of NHL experience. Oh, I'd say closing in on 1,000 games.
Probably over because you have both Martin Erat and Alex behind the bench, yes.
Yeah, I'd say over 1,000 if I was guessing a number. There's 58 seconds is remaining on the penalty. to Brooks Ginsburg. And then 2 minutes, of course, now on the board to Simon Sorensen. So 5-on-3 for Detroit. Or wasn't Simon Sorensen's penalty? It was too many men. A bench minor. Sorensen's in the box to serve it. It'll be Erat Hiringa. On the point is Thorne, as well as Campbell. And it's Vinny Morandi, the third forward. On the far side, Thorne, a quick shot. That one screams by the near side post. Erat gets bumped down. Nice play by Lashoff, though, to get the puck. Can't clear. Thorne in. Another wrist shot blocked right in front. Bounces right to Campbell. Shoots and pushed it wide. Morandi trying to shovel it in front. He had Erat there. This one back around the net. Leaning on a player is Erat trying to hold it in. Does. Erat now back in front. Backhand shot off the top of the crossbar. Good looking play by Erat there to fight it back towards the blue paint. Campbell now to Hiringa. Shoots. Stop. As Monahan makes the save. Back out in front of rebound chance. Wide to the right. Monahan may have got a piece of it. Erat into the corner. Calling for it is Thorne. He gets it. Great puck moving here by Detroit. A lot of shot opportunities as well. Majority of them, though, going wide. Campbell back for Thorne. Rolling puck. Settles it down. Back for Campbell. He'll dust it off at the blue line. Fire a shot, stopped in front, hit a body. Now another one. Erat slides that one off a stick and wide of the net. Great power play here for Detroit, but now it's a 5-on-4 as the first minor expires. 47 seconds left on this second minor. Hiringa in the corner. Trying to jam it back out on top. Unable to. Knocked off the puck and all the way back out to center. Off the bench came a screaming Simeon. And now Hiringa to Simeon. Rest of his mates making a line change, and that's going to allow Halat send it up to center. Stripped of the puck by Lee. Lee now looking to dragging her in around the defense. There, Michael Anderson. Picked up by Tanguay. He'll go back to Simeon. Off the wall. Simeon. Now up through center. It's Lee to Martin. Martin, 3 seconds left on the power play, and CCM has done it. Chicago kills off the 5-on-3. We're back to 5-on-5.
Great kill. 58 seconds with a 5-on-3. Full 2 minutes on a 5-on-4. And there you have CCM Chicago killing both penalties and maintaining that 4-0 lead with just over 9 minutes to go here in the third period. Great job on the penalty kill by CCM Chicago.
Bouncing puck inside Detroit zone. It's going to be one out by Lee. Lee goes up. Tanguay taking the look, trying to get in and around a few of the CCM back checkers. Rolls it all the way back towards the wall. 9 minutes left here in the game. Still 4-0 for Chicago. All the goals coming. Actually, none of the goals coming in the third. 1 in the first and 3 in the second. For Team Chicago, and near side, Martin. Gets a little harassed there by Cotter. And there you go. I told you jinxed it, Theo. First one, dangerously close to the press box. It was inevitable after you said that.
We have 5 days left. Something's bound to happen, okay?
Came close to the camera. I think our producer here had a minor heart attack, too.
I don't know where the AED is for him, let me tell you.
Near side, bringing it back in. Lance helped out, sent in by Reed. Up and around the net. Racing after it, I believe it is Lashoff. Into a bit of a battle, but secured by Cudio, and Cudio back the other way, picking up plenty of speed, stick handling through neutral ice. Cudio on it, drags, now taken off the puck. Good little play there by Corbin, and brought back out for Detroit. Douglas actually holds the line in for Cudio. Cudio wrapping, trying to get free from Banda. Cudio into the corner, dropping it for Zuccaro. Mayer's trying to race after a loose puck, pinching in from the line. There is Cotter. And now Detroit, a little separation, should be able to clear, and they do. A long stretch pass, it's going to hit Deskins. Deskins in behind the defense, and the puck just rolling a little bit too far as he was stick lifted a bunch of times by Cotter as well to break up that breakaway potential. Back the other way for Chicago, and offside. Zuccaro just a step as Cudio tried to bring it in.
Yeah, Cudio made that extra move just at the beginning of the blue line, putting Zuccaro offside. But what can you say about that great job by the defense, taking that scoring chance away from the Junior Red Wings? They definitely have to start putting a puck on the net. Only 7 shots and 7:26 left here in the third period. The Junior Red Wings got to break that goose egg if they want to make any chance.
Campbell, far side stretch, Morandi. See the man to do it. Low shot, scores! Vinny Morandi in between the 5-hole of Monahan, and the Detroit Red Wings have some life. It's 4-1.
A seeing eye shot, if you will, catching Nathan Morandi, Vinny Morandi, get it right finally. Able to put it on net, gets underneath the pad of the netminder. And there we have our first mark for the Junior Red Wings, making it 4-1. Still lots of game left here in the third period.
4th point of the tournament for Vinny Morandi, now 3 goals and 1 assist in game number 3 for him. He leads the team now with his 4th point. And one that maybe Evan Monahan would want back is long distance shot. You mentioned it. It was rolling or sliding along the ice, but just slipped under the pad. Now Erat back in, shoots off the side of the net.
Goal light did go on, but it did not go in the goal.
How would have that been for Detroit? 2 goals in about 8 seconds. Chance, Erat side, scores! Vinny Morandi has his 2nd of the game. In 25 seconds, separates them. It's 4-2.
And this line of Sebastian Erat, Vinny Morandi, and their counterpart, Bryce Haringa, doing all the damage so far in the last 30 seconds of the Detroit Junior Red Wings program here, making it now a 4-2 hockey game. Getting a little close here as we end the third period. A little more exciting.
Detroit trying to bid a comeback here, and a deep one too. 4-0. You said they're going to need to break the goose egg if they want to come back in this one and do it soon, as there was about 7 minutes and 28 seconds left when you said it. Well, that was 32 seconds ago, and they've scored twice. You're kind of Nostradamus in this game, you know? The puck up into the press box, that happened, and then Detroit's got to score if they want to come back. That's now happened twice.
It's been good. It's been a good, exciting game for these young guys.
What else do you think is going to happen?
We're going to tie this game, I think.
Oh, boy, okay. Here comes Tangate, and step offside was the other number 24, and Martin.
We haven't had an overtime game, you and I, today.
No, we have not had the overtime, no. Trying to get
there was one earlier, but
in-house announcement read is that goal scored by Vinny Morandi, his 2nd of the game, his 4th of the tournament. I believe Campbell getting an assist on that one. As Chicago looking to extend their lead back to 3. So Erat and Haringa picking up assists on the 2nd goal by Morandi. The 1st goal by Morandi is an assist by Bennett Campbell. So all them getting in on the scoring action. 6:14 left in the frame, and a 4-2 Chicago lead.
As we got a new set of line, fresh tires for both teams here. These teams have to both kind of find the bottom of the barrel here as they finish off this game. Find that bit of extra energy, that spurt, if you will, to finish strong.
Martin into a wall, spun around the boards. Now sent back out. Here's Douglas. Good little job to hold the line. Scooped up by Zuccaro. Zuccaro separates. Shoots. Stopped by Blankish. Back now for the defenseman in Corbin. He'll go up the boards. Stripped by Douglas. Douglas at center ice. Breaking it back in, but offside is not quite outside the zone there was Zuccaro. Looks to be a little twisted up.
And as we take a quick break, let's look at this goal here. The first one for the Junior Red Wings as Bennett Campbell throws it rink wide to Haringa. Haringa throws it on net, and it sneaks through the 5-hole. Morandi, so Vinny Morandi scoring the first of his 2, getting that lead a little bit shorter, now 4-2 as it was 4-1 for Morandi's first of the night.
And shots now 16-10 favor Chicago. What a move by Cudio. Then he gets knocked off balance, but able to get it to Douglas. Douglas has a goal today as well. Throwing it off the glass and all the way down. Racing for it, the defenseman in Cotter. He'll be watched by Deskins. And back out, bouncing it inside Chicago zone. A hard clearing attempt out at center ice. Hutter will find Cudio. We're going to shake off the defense, and Corbin couldn't. Back out the center ice. 5 minutes left now in the third period. Played out Cudio. He'll drape back inside his own zone. Shake off Deskins. Cudio now flying into the attacking zone. Wide down the left. Cudio shoots and didn't miss by much. Tried to go far side, just missed. Deskins now gets pushed a little bit away from the puck by Ginsberg. Detroit getting more numbers in. It's Erad. He's got Hiringa. The pass broken up. Hiringa looking for it again. Erad shoots off the post. Rebound chance. They score. It's a one-goal game as Hiringa finds the rebound in a scrum in front of the net, and Bryce Hiringa's made it 4-3. 4 minutes left. Detroit has scored 3 straight goals to get back within one.
Sebastian Erad taking that first shot on Monahan, gets the close post off the post. It sits there, and there is Bryce Hiringa to score his first of the night, make it a 4-3 game. This line doing the damage for the Junior Red Wings. Still got lots of time left on the clock, over 4 to play.
Erad going to definitely get an assist. Bryce Hiringa, his second goal of the tournament. Now back out comes Sorensen. Going to just try to neutralize everything. Sorensen fires, Blankish to stop, rebound, back behind the net. Poke checked by Detroit. Campbell. Hiringa. Erad the assist. And that's the lone assist on the play. 4 minutes left in regulation. Detroit has stormed back after being down 4-0. Ginsburg in his own zone. Up ice. On it, Campbell. Trying to turn things back around. Only to center ice, none further. It's sent back in by Wild. Long dump. Trying to clear. Trying to get to Tanguay, but broken up. And now Chicago's offside. They're going to have to check up. That'll allow Detroit to pick it up. Lee to Martin. Martin coming in. Back for Lee. All the way far side. Rolled a little bit too far from Tanguay, but following it up is Blake Tanguay. Back around the net. Shaken off by the defense and now cleared off the boards to the blue line. Thorne just couldn't hold the line. Back for Halat. He'll send it in. Head off for a line change. Back for it goes Blay. Poked away from him. Mayers now into the corner. Sorensen along with him on the forecheck. Sorensen, first one on it, down low, centers, and this one hits a leg and bounces all the way. With help from Martin down the ice, but is this going to be icing? Yes, it is against Detroit. Martin trying to put a little backspin on that draw, but got a little bit too much of it, and a defensive zone draw for Detroit.
Defensive zone to the left side of Blankish. We'll get the drop here. 3 minutes exactly left. They've made it a 4-3 game. 3 unanswered goals so far for the Junior Red Wings. 2 by Vinny Morandi and 1 by Bryce Hiringa has made this game a lot closer.
Off the drop, Detroit collides with it. In towards the boards, picked off now, brought down low. Here's Taylor looking for another centering pass. All the way to the point it falls. Anderson a drive off a shin pad is blocked by Reed. Rolls back towards a skate and now sent out from Detroit. Deskins near side looking for Reed. Good poke check there. Played by, I believe that was Michael Anderson. Sorry, yes it was. And now Reed back out to center. Deskins runs into a body. Followed up by Lashoff. 2:24 left in regulation. Theo, you're going to have to keep an eye on Blankish for me as we near the final couple of minutes. And a shot scores! Maybe a moot point now as in comes Mayers and finds it over the shoulder of Blankish. And it's a 2-goal lead restored, 5-3 Chicago.
That Detroit defense just lost that puck at the bottom of the circles, and there was Mayers scoring his second, or he will get credit for this one, but he should have 2 for the evening. Able to get that one over the glove of Blankish to restore, like you said, a 2-goal lead. 2:14 left here in the third period.
And Chicago battling their 2-goal lead back. 2:14 left here in the third period.
Face-off is dropped, and there's Zuccaro and Hutter doing what they do best, pushing it forward, just taken there by the Red Wings. Erad throws it on net. Monahan makes a save, and it goes around a little bit. Oh, Blankish looking to go back. Now he has to retreat back to the net. He was looking to go back off to the bench.
Tanguay and Erad called him over, and play went right back inside Detroit zone. And now a strip. This one brought back down low. Taking a look is Hutter all the way up top. Long shot. Ginsburg deflected in front by Hiringa and almost deflected right up and into the net, but went over. Chicago still with possession. Now Detroit will come out, and now the goaltender heads towards the bench. 6-on-5, they trail by 2. Long shot in by Morandi. That one into the corner. Tied up, Morandi working it, backhand shot, rebound chance, Hiringa absolutely robbed by Monahan. Big save there, Evan Monahan keeps it a 2-goal game. Detroit putting more pressure up in front of the net. And now it'll be skated out by Cudio. Great game for Cudio, a couple of points as well. Mayers with some points. And Zuccaro, multi-point effort for him, and is on the ice. Trying to force the play back behind the net, pardon me. It's last minute of play here in the third and final period. 5-3 for Chicago, looking for their first victory. Turned over by Diskins, but offside. Gonna be called against Detroit.
Still playing with 6 skaters on. Blankish off the bench, 45.8 left. If they can score one soon here, we potentially could see a little more excitement here before this game is over.
18-13 the shots on goal. 6-on-5 still. Looks like it'll be Lee taking the face-off. Against Sorensen, it's won back by Sorensen. Halat back to the defense, now moved up the wall. Out of the zone. Trying to poke it free is Tanguay. He's got Martin with him. Lee, now an opportunity. Sorensen goes for the net and just missed wide. Icing going to be called as he wasn't quite past center ice. And we'll have an offensive zone draw here for Detroit.
A little too anxious to put that one on net. Just had to take a couple extra strides to ensure that it wouldn't be an icing call, but nonetheless gives the Detroit Red Wings another call. They're trying to get an unofficial timeout here to drop a play. The officials are telling them they have to get back on the ice.
Well, they already used their timeout during the 5-on-3.
That's right, so nothing worked for the 5-on-3. Maybe something's going to work for this one.
It's Erat, Thorne, Hiringa, Morandi, Martin, and Corbin. The 6 players on the ice for Detroit. They trail by 2, so one's got to go in quick. 30-second remaining. Erat on the draw. Trying to push it towards the net. Gets a little help. Morandi now. Erat drive, and this one off a stick and wide. Bounces off the back wall. Sent all the way. Back out to the line. Thorne just holds it in, but given right back up. And Cudio going to try to get, Halat towards a loose puck. Back checking was Thorne. Around the net, Hiringa, 10 seconds left. Out of the zone for Morandi. He finds Martin, dragging it in, a 3-on-2, back for Morandi. Got 2 goals in the game, 2 seconds left. And it's going to be Team CCM Chicago who picks up their first victory of the tournament in regulation. A big 3 points for Chicago, and they win 5-3.
Winning 5-3, but more importantly, getting the full 3 points to leapfrog the Detroit Junior Red Wings, as they only sit with 3 points, and now CCM Chicago sitting with 4. A great game by both. Excellent excitement in that third period.
Detroit falls to 1-2 in the division, and Chicago goes to 1-1. Their loss actually coming in overtime as well, so you mentioned it. Valuable point, taking that game into overtime. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the extra one, but 1 point for that. And 3 points for this win. It'll be 4 points for Chicago in the standings, and Detroit stuck now with 3 points and a 1-2 record. So we get to your scoring summary, brought to you by CVG, which is this game sponsor. We'll let Theo go get ready for the 3 Stars presentation. Great games all around, and let's recap what happened with your scoring summary. CCM Chicago got it started, 1:57 left in the first period. It came on the power play, assisted by Dean Zuccaro, Michael Anderson, and Matthew Cudio with the assists. Then the second period, Chicago, 3 more goals. Made it 4-0. Chase Hutter, assisted by Jack Taylor. He had Sam Douglas, assisted by Chase Hutter and Dean Zuccaro. Then the final one, Matthew Cudio, assisted by Crew Mayers. Made it 4-0 for Chicago after 2 periods of play. Detroit then tried to stave off that, or tried to create the comeback. Chicago ended up staving it off. It was all started by Vinny Morandi. And his 3rd goal of the tournament, Bennett Campbell with the assist. Vinny Morandi wasn't done there. He scored just 19 seconds later, assisted by Sebastian Erat and Bryce Hiringa. Then Detroit made it 4-3, and it was almost a completed comeback. Bryce Hiringa assisted by Sebastian Erat. And Chicago, though, was able to regain their 2-goal lead. Crew Mayers assisted by Ryder Lashoff. So you got 2 points for Morandi, Huringa, and Erat. That line combined for 6. Bennett Campbell, the other Detroit Junior Red Wings, picked up an assist on the night. And you got 4 multi-point nights for CCM Chicago. Chase Hutter, Crew Mayers, Matthew Cudio, and Dean Zaccaro picking up a goal and an assist each. Also jumping in on the play was Sam Douglas with a goal, Michael Anderson, Jack Taylor, and Ryder Lashoff picking up assists. As we get now the stars of the game announced here on ice. And tonight's third star of the game is going to be Sebastian Erat picking up the third star of the game, a goal and an assist for Erat. And that line was dynamite with him, Morandi, and Huringa. Crew Mayers grabs the assist for CCM Chicago, or grabs the second star. He had a goal and an assist. And Matthew Cudio with the first star of the game for CCM Chicago. So it's Cudio and Mayers for Chicago, and rounding it out, Sebastian Erat for the Detroit Red Wings. As coming up, we got 3 more games today. Starting off with Team Brick Alberta, the host team, taking on Team Pennsylvania in a showdown. After that, the Bulldogs against Minnesota. That'll be one to keep your eye on. Both teams undefeated so far in this tournament, Bulldogs and Minnesota. And then to wrap up tonight will be the Connecticut Junior Rangers against the Montreal Canadiens. And also both those teams undefeated throughout the tournament. As we get ready and set for Theo Tutkaluk to be joined, he'll be first joined on the Detroit Red Wings with Sebastian Erat.
Here with Sebastian Erat, our third star. Sebastian, great game out there. Got the wheels going. How come we just need a little bit more offense, right?
Yeah.
What did we end up doing yesterday to get ready for today's game? Because you had 2 yesterday, only 1 today.
We had like a team stretch, and we spent a lot of time with our team, and we had a little rest.
We saw that we were trying to draw something up for that 5-on-3 power play. What type of game plan were we trying to get for that?
We were just trying to get in front of the shots in front of the net and try to score and tip them.
So we have 1 win and 2 losses, 3 points still left. Good luck for the rest of the tournament, Sebastian.
Thank you.
All right, our second star, who's going to come out this way. There he is. How you tell us with 2 goals today. Tell us about the first goal.
I think I passed to Cudio, and he drove it in the net, came around the net, passed a nice backdoor pass to me, and I buried it.
Crew, tell me about the number you wear, number 12. Why do you like wearing number 12?
I was born in 2012, and my dad played for the Blues, and he was number 21, so I switched it around, and I'm 12.
Does he know that you switched it around?
Yes.
Right on. Who would you like to say hello to back home?
My mom, my 2 sisters, my grandma and grandpa, my uncle Alan, and my other grandma and grandpa.
He's getting the whole family in. Good job. Crew Mayor is our second star of the game. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And finally, last but not least, our first star, buzzing around the ice, using the whole ice to himself. He's got his teddy bear with him, Matthew Cudio. Matthew, great job out there. Goal and a couple of helpers. How is it working with your line mates out there?
We move the puck a lot and we get goals. So
You definitely get the goals. How great was it to finally get a win in regulars and get the 3 points to leapfrog the Junior Red Wings in the standings?
it's good because now we're in a good spot. I think we're in 3rd place. And yeah.
You got to be in those top 3 places to get into the final round. Last but not least, 22 is your favorite number?
Yeah.
Why do you wear number 22?
Cole Caulfield.
Well, there we go. You like little Caulfield Montreal Canadiens, right? There you have it. There's our first, second, and third star of the game. We'll be back right after this with our 5:30 action here on ASTV.